So here we are back with some more Generation Wrestling with Generation Wrestling 27. So there's not much to go over here before we go into the show, except Sammy Callahan has working happiness. I don't know what's wrong with him this time. He hasn't been booked properly. He's been in one match so far, which I believe he won. He got beat. What did I? I can't remember. Sammy Callahan. Let's open it up. I've only been in one match so far since coming back to the company. Match hit. He hasn't been booked early. I don't know what's wrong with him. But he's got digital Alice apparently, so I don't know what's up. He hasn't had one match yet. He has only come into the company and he hasn't had a match yet. He hasn't been booked early. He's actually in a title match tonight, which is the most annoying thing. But anyway, we also made two more signings for the women's division. It says we brought in Jennifer Blake. She is based in Canada somewhere, I can't remember where. But we also brought in Nicole Matthews. That suggestion. He knows about what almost 5 years into the game, but still would be sad about her. I would like to start to grow the women's division a bit more and eventually have tag titles. I think that is something that could happen, which I'm not sure if you can hear, but it's quite windy outside, so I'm going to close my windows here quickly. Okay, that's the windows closed over. We have 115,000 in the bank, which is good to see, but we're not going to make the mistake again of getting a TV show anytime soon. Which, by the way, we got that money quite quickly. But anyway, there's a few matches in this card. We're not going to go over too much at the minute anyway. We have 771 fans expected to come to Generation Wrestling 27. We'll go ahead here and run this show. So we open up the match with our new acquisition in front of 755 people. Nicole Matthews picks up a win in her first match in about had good heat and decent wrestling, and it's in just under the 6 minute mark. She gets a pinfall victory against Rhea O'Reilly. A 50 in-ring performance for O'Reilly and a 44 for Nicole Matthews. This gets the show off to a strong start and it gets the crowd hotter. And Nicole Matthews debuts her old school face gimmick. We go into the next match here, so I realise that these are not two Generation Championship material. I understand that, but we put Tyson Dukes and Jonathan Gresham into a match here to determine the number one contender for that title. Why? Because I don't want to do the same Jay Lethal and Kyle O'Reilly over and over again without a break every now and again. So I decided to put Tyson Dukes up against Jonathan Gresham here, and of course Tyson Dukes wins. Of course he was going to win this. He won in about a good reaction from the crowd, but subpar wrestling. We have Tyson Dukes go over, of course, in 11 minutes 44 seconds by submission with a hard lock, and 37 in-ring performance there for Dukes and a 32 for Jonathan Gresham. Not a bad match, but again not really great, but that's fine. I don't really mind too much. It's a decent enough match to get the show started. Well, not to get the show started, but for the second match of the show, it's decent enough. And I know that they're both not really competitors that you would expect to go for the Generation Championship, but I thought let's have a little bit of a different feel to that main event scene, at least as far as the matches go, and it also gives Tyson Dukes a decent match then against Jimmy Havoc. But we are starting to get into a cool down period of the year anyway, where we don't need that title to be on the line too much. But in about that had good heat and decent wrestling, we have a title match here for Black Rose Stash's Generation Championship, and in about that had good heat and decent wrestling, Crazy Mac defeat Black Rose Stasher. Crazy Mac become the Generation Tag Team Champions in 14 minutes 10 seconds Crazy Steve defeats Fallen Slasher by pinfall with a Crimson combo, and as a result, Crazy Mac become one-time Generation Tag Team Champions. A 35mm performance there for Fallen Slasher. Steve Blackwell gets a 51, a 36 for Scotty Mac, and a 49 for Crazy Steve. And so the reason why I decided to have Blackwell Slasher drop the titles is, one, they've had it for quite a while. They've had it since December, so they've had the titles for a while, and two, also another thing is, I want to start to make Havoc not look weak, but not look as powerful as what they once were, maybe, if that makes sense. It will all make sense as the story pans out, don't worry. But a 46 minute segment there, and we go into another segment here, 52 minute segment, where Steve Blackwell and Fallen Slasher go backstage, and they are in the dressing room with the rest of Havoc, of course, being Jimmy Havoc and Fawn Ellie. And Jimmy Havoc he's fuming. He is fuming that Havoc has suffered the first huge loss here by Blackwell Slasher dropping the titles. He is not happy at all. He is fuming that the titles have been dropped, and that Havoc, the faction Havoc, this is, of course, no longer have those titles. So we do need to do a pre-booking here, though. We do have to book them in for Generation Wrestling 28, I believe that would be. Yep, 28. We have to do a rematch, because I like rematches. I think all champions should get a rematch after the title loss. So that will give them a chance to redeem themselves. But also what happens in this segment is, Jimmy Havoc pretty much tells Fawn Ellie that she better win her match tonight against Rebecca Knox, which is a rematch, of course, for the title. Not because Rebecca Knox lost it in the last event. She didn't have it for quite a while. She hasn't had the title, but just because she wasn't beat clean. Rebecca Knox then goes up against Fawn Ellie here in a 42-minute segment, and in a bout that had fantastic heat and good wrestling, with Christina Fawn Ellie defeat Rebecca Knox in 15 minutes 32 seconds by submission with a West Coast curse. Fawn Ellie makes defense number 3 of her Generation Women's Championship. A 52 for Rebecca Knox here, and a 45 for Fawn Ellie. And Fawn Ellie holds on to the title, and now we're going to push Rebecca Knox away from this away from the title spot right now, and we will start to push somebody else into that spot. So defense number 3 of the of Fawn Ellie's title reign. Not bad. We go into our next match here when Sami Callihan goes up against Nelson Creed here for the Vancouver Championship, and in a bout that had fantastic heat and decent wrestling, Nelson Creed defeats Sami Callihan in 13 minutes 19 seconds by pinfall, and as a result, Nelson Creed makes defense number 9 of his Vancouver Championship title. A 47 for Callihan and a 46 for Nelson Creed. So that's not bad. That's not bad at all. We go into the next segment though, where we see Joe Hendry watching from backstage, and we are going to put Joe Hendry. I know there's no story building this up necessarily, but at Generation Wrestling 28, we're going to have Joe Hendry go up against Nelson Creed. And why is Joe Hendry of all people getting that title match? Well, because it's Joe Hendry. He's just throwing a bone. We want to throw him a bone every now and again, and this is a bone that I'm going to throw him. But we go into our next segment here, where in our main event, a main event that goes the distance of 32 minutes in an exceptional match, Adam Cole wins his what I believe is his first match back. against Kyle O'Reilly in 31 minutes 53 seconds by pinfall with a Florida key. Now, why did I decide to have Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly go up against each other, even though they're both faces? Well, it's something I do actually quite regular, because I think that face versus face dynamic can be fine. But the reason why I decided to put Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly into this match together in Adam Cole's first match back is simple. It's Adam Cole's first match back, and really the whole way through his time in the company, his first run in the company, Kyle O'Reilly was his number one opponent. They got the best matches together, they brought out the best in each other, so why not have them both compete here tonight in Adam Cole's first match back. Now, this match does not mean anything. There's no stipulation that the winner gets a title shot, nothing like that. It just simply means that Adam Cole has won a match, just an exhibition match, but I made it the main event because it's a pretty big thing, because it's Adam Cole's first match back in the company. We're paying him a lot of money. Let's make it into a big thing. A 65 minute match, not bad. 78 in performance there for Adam Cole and a 74 for Kyle O'Reilly. Going to the next segment though, in an 80 minute segment, and we see Adam Cole just celebrate his win. 60 rated event overall, not bad. I'm happy with that. The show increased their popularity in 38 regions. So, who should we place it? Rebecca Knox, you took a loss here, so we will point you out as a good example, even though you're really somebody who should be winning those matches, but not this case. Let's go with Crazy Steve. You really carried your match, and also Kyle O'Reilly took the loss, so let's point him out as a good example, and Crazy Steve can be praised for a great performance. Scene plays, decent enough. So yeah, next event is Generation Wrestling 28. I need to book in Tyson Dukes going up against Jimmy Havoc for the Generation Championship. Decent enough. So we'll do that on a second. We'll check all the usual stuff, finances, we'll check, I'm trying to think what we usually check, our size, importance, stuff like that, all that good stuff. So that show was on Smart Video, that's the subscription service, and I've decided not to use this subscription service for now anyway, just because it really does limit the amount of people that see it. You know, whenever you look at our last TV rating on, well, through YouTube, so not really TV rating, but you know what I mean. When you look at that last rating, it was a good rating. It was like 0.15. This one will be completely different. 98 in the bank now, not bad. Broadcasting deal has finished now, thankfully. A 0.06, so it's not good. It's not really great in terms of numbers. See, ticket sales, we're doing well in terms of ticket sales for our first event, so hopefully that'll be about 18 grand. Okay, we're doing well in terms of what money we're making at the minute anyway. So close that down, pre-booking, and the main event of Generation Wrestling 28 can be it's going to be Tyson Dukes going up against Adam Cole, baby, for the Jimmy Havoc, goodness sake. I'll tell you why I said Adam Cole actually. It's because I was thinking about another match that we could put in here, And what are we going to do with Adam Cole and Kyle O'Reilly in this event? Because I kind of want them both to be there. So what I've decided to do is we will have them go up against the Stallions in a tag team match together. Just because, why not? So yep, that can be a thing. And then we will also we will book in another match, a one-on-one match between Kana, and let's go with, nope, we've had you, let's go with Natty Neidhart. I'm not sure if they've wrestled yet. I think they have, you know, but I don't care. And the winner of this match will go on to face Fawn Ellie for the Generation Women's Championship at the Halloween Ball Show, I believe I called it. I can't remember. Joe Hendry has some morale issues. Take some money then, and you're happy now. See, they just want the money. Take some more money, please. A little bit more money. Cole Bishop. Take some money. Tony Baroni. A little bit of money, please. Yep. Pete Paz, as usual. You're going to take a little bit of money there. We'll give Biggie Swear a wee bit of money too. Artemis Spencer, take a little bit of money. So now Natty Neidhart is the only person who is unhappy. And I know that Thingy is unhappy, but I don't care about Sammy Callahan anymore. He's not coming back to the company. That's a lot of money, but you know what? I've got the money to spend, so I'm not gonna, you know, complain too much. 22 importance there for British Columbia. I think we've went up, I'm not sure. Pop though is 25 in British Columbia, not bad indeed. Importance anywhere else, we're doing well, we are doing well. 29 we need to get to. Well, we need to get over 29, but yeah, well, to get to become a regional company, I think we can do soon enough. I have faith that we will become a global company, I honestly do. So anyway, what do we want to do? Creative meetings. Let's go ahead and do a roster auto push. Oh, also I forgot. So obviously Gail Kim and our character Robert Graham crash sometimes. So I decided to invest in a new commentator, and that is where are you? Dustin Rhodes. We brought in Dustin Rhodes. So yeah, he's going to be taking the booth. He's going to be taking over Gail Kim's spot. It's a bit of a just really a bit of a, what's the word, experiment, that's it. Adam Cole, main event is we have Adam Cole on there instead of Nelson Creed, but nothing really has changed there. Sammy Callahan is in a upper mid card spot, but he won't be there for long. Tyson Dux will probably take that spot once he goes. Okay, nothing too much has changed there. Let's close that down. Let's have a look here for the news. Cody Hall to resign with Dragon Gate apparently. Not that I want Cody Hall, but I would like to see how much he costs. I'm on Jado, Zack Ryder. Oh, look at that. He is now the United States champion. Toriano. I'm tired. I'm very tired. Jack Evans sidelined. Oh, also, I want to check up on TNA. Are they still opened? They are. So they must be getting their finances back into order. That's good to see. But at the same time, it's like You took my wrestlers, you scumbags. Wonder if I can see how much they're in debt. I don't know. Shattered. I'm honestly shattered. So I'm gonna have to end this soon enough. But wow, they only have 2 teams: the Hardys and Team Greatness. Wow. Yeah, they're not doing good. They've only got 2 teams. Who are the champions? Damien Duke. Is that? That is, that's Alan Rose. Okay. Oh, he's on the A right now. Not that I'm really too fussed on Alan Rose coming into the company, but you know, it's nice to check. Brother Nero is the World Heavyweight Champion. That's nice to see. And the X Division Champion is Matt Cross. Let's have a look at the WWE Champions, because this is always fun. Okay, Mark Andrews is signed for them. Okay. Big Cass and Enzo Amore. Liv, okay then, whatever. Nathan Cruz and Tommaso Ciampa tag team champs. Charlotte is the SmackDown's Women's Champion. Zack Ryder is the United States Champion. Seth, okay, yep, okay, fair enough. And Kevin Owens is the World Heavyweight Champion. Okay, so no one really, you know, out of the blue champions there. You know, those are champions that, you know, we all kind of would think would be there. But actually, Kevin Owens, what was Kevin Owens? Is he in this last month? Nope. So we need to shortlist him. I'm surprised that he hasn't shortlisted yet. But yep, he is shortlisted now. What is an employment? Written show. Okay, written contract. Okay, so he doesn't. Okay, so I can't see what his deal is then. Right. I would have liked to be able to have seen his deal. I do think that is something that they should include. Because they, you know, obviously negotiate. I can't do that. I would like to be able to see how long he's got left in this contract. But yeah. Here's Nathan Cruz. He looks familiar. Should I know him from somewhere is what I'm kind of asking, I guess. I don't know. I probably do know him from somewhere because he does look quite familiar. But anyway, let's close that down. And no way, who's it? I'd say he's still there. Let's close that down. Let's finally check who the New Japan champions are. New Japan Pro Wrestling. Heavyweight champion is, I'm not going to try and pronounce that name. Just Robinson. Rocky Romero. Okay, nothing really too out of the blue. Apart from maybe you being champion, but you know, and also just Robinson. But I suppose with this being a few years into the game, fair enough. Let's go ahead with the roster though. Tanahashi. One of my favourite wrestlers personally. I'm pretty sure he's, you know, if you're a fan of New Japan, he's probably one of your favourite wrestlers too. Where is Naito? The greatest heel in pro wrestling today. Kota Ibushi. He's not active in Canada, that's a shame. What about Kenny Omega? Is he still under a written contract? He is. What is Naito's first name is the question. I just call him Naito because I'm not good with pronouncing a lot of Japanese names. As if you go over to there's been a couple of videos that I've done with the man and the myth, the legend, GoofyWillows. Go over to his channel and you will see that I'm not good at doing Japanese pronunciations unless I hear the name and I can pronounce it. But okay, I cannot. Okay, so Naito must have left New Japan and went to most likely Dragon Gate, as they seem to be really starting to sign up a lot of names. Well, I say starting to, but yeah, they are signing up names, big names. Naito. I need to look up Naito on the Google, on the Googles. Naito, the best heel in pro wrestling today, in my opinion. Tetsuya. Oh, there he is there. It's under a written deal here. I thought he would have been. I was kind of wanting to sign him there because he is the best heel in pro wrestling, in my opinion. He's not my favourite pro wrestler. He's far from it. My favourite pro wrestler is Kenny Omega and AJ Styles, and Kevin Steen as well. But you know, those would be my three favourite wrestlers. Yeah, Naito is my favourite heel. I know that, you know, all those three of my favourite wrestlers are heels, but you know what I mean. Naito is my favourite wrestler who plays that heel character. He is the best heel. No matter what anybody ever says, Naito is the best heel in my opinion. If you throw a title the way he does and disrespect it the way he does in character, you are the best heel that is, in my opinion. But that's going to end it there. Thank you very much for watching this one. I do appreciate it. And 27 minutes. If you made it through 27 minutes, give yourself a pat on the back of me just talking bullshit. But thank you very much for watching. And yeah, goodbye.